What is project management? Project management is a set of processes such as the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques in a project followed by the project's deliverables. As project management is all about managing time, cost, and project scope. What did you learn from your failures? Lessons learned are important not to repeat the same mistakes and to provide a better appreciation for the future. How do you encourage your employees and ensure proper growth and development? Through mentoring, coaching and providing feedback about their work in general on a daily basis. I value growth and creativity, which is why I ensure team members stay motivated by reminding them of their strengths and helping them to better overcome their weaknesses. Describe the ideal job for you. There is no perfect job in the world. We have to face challenges and changes, and the project is always subject to risks and changes. We have to accept the fact that life is not a bed of roses. What would you do if you found out that the contractor was in a conflict of interest situation? Terminate or penalize the contractor as per the agreed contract terms. Give me an example of a win-win situation you negotiated. Understand that a win-win situation means that both sides win and have no middle ground. For example, negotiating customer requirements through change control system, it is a win-win situation. What strengths did you add to your last position? In my last position, my strength is problem solver, communicative, proactive, motivating team members, integrity, constant monitoring. What areas of knowledge should you be aware of as a project manager in order to handle the project efficiently? Scope management, resource planning, cost optimization, Lean Six Sigma APP, procurement and risk management. Analyze the criterion, process improvement, quality planning, automation, root cause analysis of major deviations. How do you estimate using 3-point estimation methods? The 3-point grade is based on 3 different graded values to improve the score. The concept is applicable for both cost and duration estimation. This helps mitigate appreciation risk. It also takes into account the uncertainty and associated risks while estimating the values. The estimate can be done for an entire project, for a WBS component or for an activity. In a 3-point estimate, the expected value of the task is determined by averaging 3 different values. These 3 different values are the optimistic value, the pessimistic value, and the most likely value. Tell me something about expert judgment. It is a tool used in the process of monitoring and controlling the work of the project. What is CMMI? CMMI stands for Capacity Maturity Model Integration. It is a process improvement approach that provides organizations with the essential elements for effective process improvement. What is Six Sigma and how important is it in project management? Six Sigma is a measure of quality that strives for near perfection. It is a data-driven and flawless approach. In order to achieve Six Sigma, the process must result in no more than 3.4 defects per million opportunities. If applied effectively, Six Sigma can help finish the project on time, and reduce the risk of impacts failures. What is a risk register? It is a record document containing all risks identified for the project, including a list of possible actions. What are some techniques used for scoping? Some of the techniques used for scoping are product breakdown, requirements analysis, systems engineering, systems analysis, value analysis, and alternatives analysis. Analysis of alternatives can be done by lateral thinking, brainstorming, and pairwise comparisons. What are the most important values and ethics that you must demonstrate as a leader? Integrity, being honest, trustworthy and having conviction is a core leadership competency. An effective leader articulates values and ethics in personal behavior and integrates these values and ethics into organizational practices and activities. A good leader acts with the courage of his convictions. While leaders are open with their employees and model honesty, transparency, and fairness, they do not break secrets or disclose potentially harmful information. How do you motivate the project team? Motivating the project team is critical to the success of the project. If the project team is not motivated, it will be impossible to reach the project goals. Or even if you reach your project goals, the quality of the project will be affected. Detailed in the project management life cycle process. The project management life cycle is a series of different activities, tasks that are critical to achieving the project goals or objectives. This helps organize and simplify efforts into a series of logical, manageable steps. The project management life cycle consists of four simple phases: the initiative, planning, execution, ending. What are the most important skills that a project manager should possess? The most important skills that a project manager must possess: communication, leadership, team management, negotiation power, personal organization, risk management. How will you get started as a new project manager? When you start your business as a project manager, first of all, a few things that you need to pay attention to. Listen, watch and learn. Understand the customer's needs and desires. Get to know your team and their personalities. Take the opportunity to learn some new skills. Help around the workplace. Try to master the tools your company has. How will you prioritize the tasks in your project? In order to prioritize tasks, you should follow the indicators. Make a list of tasks and responsibilities. Distinguish between urgent and important. Evaluate the value of each task. Arrange tasks with estimated efforts. Be flexible and ready to adapt. Know when to say no. What is your leadership style? Leadership styles: representative, supports, output, training. How do you deal with a change request? Usually, the change request is dealt with by preparing an impact analysis document and then carrying out the reassessment. What are the processes and process groups under project management? The process in a project management framework is a specific way of carrying out the tasks that go into the successful completion of a project. These processes define the actions to be taken along with their sequence. Process groups are a set of processes that can be applied during different phases of a project. State a role of fishbone diagrams in identifying the root causes of hazards. This is a graphic method for identifying cause and effect relationships that lead to specific risks. One can then define mitigation measures for this risk. What is the triple constraint triangle in project management? All projects are implemented under certain restrictions. Traditionally, this is cost, time and scope. These three important factors are commonly called the triple constraint. Each constraint forms the vertices, with quality as a central theme. Projects must be delivered within cost. Projects delivered on time. Projects must meet the agreed scope, nothing more, nothing less. Projects must also meet the quality requirements of customers. What is Decision Support System? DSS is widely used in enterprise applications, especially MIS and ERP-based systems. It provides automation and stability in the decision-making process of the organization. There are two types of DSS, structured and unregulated. DSS links several flow diagrams into the organizational process. It can be formulated and constructed statistically or randomly. What is the outline of a fishbone? Fishbone diagrams, also called Ishikawa diagrams, show the reasons behind a particular event. In project management, this tool is used in quality management and risk management processes. How do you deal with unproductive team members? Analyze the problem first, talk to team members first informally, and then follow through with problem resolution. Customer or development team, which is important to a project manager. How do you balance the two? You have to accept that the customer comes first. The customer is always right. You can't take care of a client if you don't take care of your project team first. It is a challenge. While there are some things you can do for the entire team, it's all about taking care of each team member as the individual he or she is. And to make it more difficult, you have to bring consistency between their different interests. How do you work with sponsors? Managing means working well with people above you. Project managers do this all the time, so it's good to know how to make these relationships work. What skill does a project manager need to succeed? Leadership, communication, time management skills. What kinds of situations are better to relinquish loyalty to your manager? There is no situation by default unless your manager is against the law and ethical values. What creative problem-solving techniques can you use to solve unique problems? It is important to involve the team in solving unique problems because brainstorming can often lead to positive outcomes. In addition, the fishbone diagram and de Bono's thinking hats can also help in approaching the problem creatively and effectively.
If you like this video, kindly subscribe to our channel to get a notification for the next videos.